Hi, I'm Dr. Tash. Welcome to today's episode of Dr. Tash TV. I'm talking about tampons today, and I'm dedicating this video to my good friend, Dr. Brenda Kumarasi. So tampons need little introduction. Many women use them. Many women love them. And for many women, tampons are tops. So what's good about tampons? So tampons are practical. They're more convenient. So if you play sports like gymnastics or swimming, and they're less messy than pads. So a little about the history of tampons. They've been around for a very long time. So going back to ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, women used to use bits of wool, bits of wood wrapped in lint, papyrus, and other forms of natural kind of products and fibres. And interestingly, it wasn't until World War II when women had to move into professions that were mainly male dominated, because they had to, because their men were off at war, the use of tampons skyrocketed. Before you start using tampons, you really need to get acquainted with your own anatomy, your own body. So get a mirror, put it between your legs, have a really good look. Don't be ashamed, it's your own body. Explore it. And if you need some advice or help or guidance, see a gynaecologist like myself. He's very happy to talk to you about where things are and where they're meant to be and what they're meant to look like. You can also go on YouTube to watch videos to show you how to pop tampons in and how to take them out. So there are different types of tampons. There are tampons with applicators and tampons without applicators. Personally, I like the tampons with applicators. So here's an example of one. Applicators are pretty much plastic or cardboard tubes that enable the insertion of a tampon into the vagina. The reason why I like them is because there's less friction between the tampon itself and the vagina, so they're just a lot easier. They just glide into the vagina. The important thing to remember is that when you're using an applicator, don't leave the applicator in the vagina. It's actually just designed to enable the insertion. So once you've popped it in, you remove the applicator and put it in the bin, not flushing down the toilet. The bad, chemical exposure. Tampons are made of the same thing your clothes are made of. That is cotton, rayon, or blends of rayon and cotton. Cotton is heavily sprayed with pesticides. Rayon is made from cellulose fibres derived from wood pulp. In this process, the wood pulp is bleached. The concern with rayon is that a toxic chemical, dioxin, is produced as a byproduct. What common gynecological condition is caused by dioxins? Endometriosis. With all the chemicals and the bleaching, tampons are probably not the best for the environment. If you did want to use them, try and use the unbleached, unprocessed tampons, and the reason why is that they're better for the environment overall. The issue with applicators as well is that the plastics and the cardboards are heavily processed. They contain BPAs, which are what we call endocrine disruptors. Endocrine disruptors confuse the body's hormonal mechanisms. And you've also got other chemicals in there that can cause irritation of the vagina, etc. So tampons are expensive. Feminine hygiene products are expensive, and if you consider we have to pay money every month to use them, then things add up. Now, in many countries such as Australia, tampons are taxed as a luxury item. I don't get that, but it raises a lot of money for Australia, about $25 million a year. The ugly. You've all heard of toxic shock syndrome. It's rare, but if you do develop it, it's pretty real and it's potentially life-threatening. Essentially, it happens because there is an infection that develops when a tampon is inside. If you start developing things like a rash, fever, or vomiting and you've got a tampon in, remove the tampon ASAP and go to your local emergency department. A few essential tips. Before popping in a tampon, wash your hands and wash your hands after you've popped the tampon in. When the tampon is in, you shouldn't actually feel anything, and if you do, then remove it and pop it in again, because you shouldn't feel tampons at all. Take a tampon out at night. When you go to sleep, wear a pad, and remember that tampons are not contraceptive. Top tip, change them regularly every 4 to 6 hours. Thank you for watching this episode of Dr. Tash TV. If you've enjoyed it, please share it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with any future goodies. And until then, be well.